This is a presentation done for Indiana Wesleyan Communication in the Workplace course on COM 515, Decision Making and Essential Business Communication, December 14, 2014. I'd like to welcome you to the Indiana Municipal Power Agency monthly breakfast meeting. Mr. Jones of Resource Management will not be joining us this morning due to a death in his family. I am Kerry Vincent, and I have been asked to fill in for Mr. Jones. The topic for this month's meeting in communication is communication in the workplace. Our company goal with these monthly meetings is to share information that will help our employees be more effective in the workplace. I have followed such an approach today. I hope to inform the employee of functions within departments and IMPA that benefit our member and will help our employees be more effective in the workplace. The Indiana Municipal Power Agency's main function is to provide safe, reliable, and environmentally stable wholesale electric power to its member owners. IMPA started business in 1983 and is owned by its members, who are cities and towns that own their electric utility. When you are owned by your customer has a voice in the various services available to the customer member. Member services that are offered by IMPA. Monthly newsletters go out to each member. We also have a government relations department where IMPA has a representative that monitors activity when the state lawmakers are in session and reports topics of interest to the members. Engineering and line construction functions for members in the area of overhead transmission and distribution facilities, substation facilities, and communication and control. Such functions are provided by the Indiana Municipal Power Agency Service Corporation, or ISC. ISC is a not-for-profit corporation formed by IMPA in February 2001 to serve the engineering and customer service needs of IMPA members. Member communities look to ISC for system planning, engineering, design, and project management services they cannot effectively provide with in-house staff. ISC provides a cost-effective solution to these service needs. Some of the services we provide are transmission, distribution planning, protection engineering, and project management, substation planning, engineering, and project management, system power quality and power factor monitoring and correction, system substation, switchgear, and relay testing and maintenance. I'd like to show you some field photos now as an introduction to IMPA Service Corporation and the services that we provide. This is a substation in Greenfield, Indiana called Hastings Park Substation. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see the transformers have been delivered. It's a 2-acre site, and you can see that the fenced-in area. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see that we have begun construction of all the steel and the concrete foundations to support what we call an open-air substation. The H-frames at the top of the picture in the bottom right-hand corner will support 138,000 volts as it comes in from Duke Energy. We then transform that voltage down to 12,470 volts to be used in Greenfield to serve its residential, commercial, and industrial customers. This is Hastings Park Substation in its completion, and this was done in 2004. At ISC we also perform engineering for transmission lines, as well as construct transmission lines through our line construction folks. This happens to be a line in Tipton, Indiana that was designed and built for the Chrysler transmission plant that went in there. You'll see on the upper left-hand corner, you will see poles laying on the ground, steel poles. Those are poles that have not yet been pressed together to form a pole. The bottom right-hand corner is the foundation that's been constructed to support the self-supporting steel, and what we mean by that is it's supported by the foundation and the steel tower. There will be no guy wires or anything on this pole. That foundation, they can be as large as 10 foot in diameter and 30 feet deep. This is the transmission line in Tipton, Indiana at completion. The 69,000 volts is at the top of the pole, and the circuit at the bottom of the pole out in what we call temporary arms is a 12,470 volt distribution line. ISC also does substation work for its members. This is a substation in Lebanon, Indiana. We designed and had constructed those in the upper left-hand corner, the foundations for the switchgear to set on. We also designed and had the switchgear manufactured by this one here by a company in Ohio, and we're showing it being offloaded now in Lebanon. And if you'll look at that metal enclosed cabinet and look back at what we showed you in Greenfield with the Hastings Park sub and the open air sub, the same equipment in this metal enclosed cabinet performs the same function as the switchgear or the substation at Hastings Park sub. We use this type of an installation when our footprint for the station is much smaller, and we maybe only have a half an acre or an acre of property, not 2 acres. This is the metal enclosed switchgear installed in Lebanon, Indiana. We at ISC also provide services to our members again in a substation here where we're replacing up there in the northern, the upper left photo, we're replacing an oil circuit breaker that's probably close to 40 years old, and there at the bottom left corner we are installing an SF6 gas breaker to replace the oil breaker. We're also to the right installing a new walk-up cabinet, and in that cabinet we have protective relaying that we're using to operate these protective breakers so that we would protect the 69,000 volt line there in Lebanon and use it to keep as many customers on as we can during storms and emergencies. This is that project complete. The oil breakers have been replaced. We have two gas breakers in there, and then the walk-up a cabinet that has our protection and control equipment in there. This is just a sign of a well-designed line. This gentleman lost control on the ice in Greenfield, and he ran his car up on the down guys. You can see that the guys stayed in service. We did not have an outage, nor did we have to replace a broken guy or anything. We was able to get him off the guy, and then we tensioned the guy and resagged that installation, and it is still in service today with no issues. At the conclusion of my presentation, I would like to express to the employees that IMPA is owned by its 59 members of cities and towns in Indiana that have their own electric utility. IMPA members have access to engineering and design functions and line construction and maintenance functions through ISC. IMPA members have access to engineering and line construction staff during normal and emergency hours. ISC is a non-for-profit company formed by IMPA members so that access to member services is kept at a low cost. So with that, I will now ask if there's any questions from the audience. Again, my goal today was to educate you or inform you, the employees, of the members of the services that are offered to IMPA members through ISC and other departments. And with that, communication in the workplace can be improved, and you would then be able to be a more effective employee in the workplace. I'll address any questions. Thank you.